Test the microphone. Test.
So you're just doing a testing, right? Oh, good. Yeah, I hear you clear. What you plan on doing? You plan on doing video as well? Oh, and around what time you plan on calling me? Ah, okay, okay. All right. Well, you're gonna give me a little time. Give me a little more time for going prepare up since we got to video. Gotta go and find background. Safe.
Good afternoon. How you guys doing? Dull Live at 5, Sunday, October 12th, 2025. Dream come true for me. We have been able to complete it what we started last week, and we're finally cooking with gas. So it has taken me, you know, 1 year, 1 year, 3 weeks, call it 2 months and 3 weeks to get to the point that I kept. promising you guys I'm gonna get to, my ability to broadcast to you, bring you videos, bring my guests on live from my WhatsApp. So I am 99% there, and I don't just have to get familiar with the procedures to get this thing going. But mission accomplished. Uh, Finally had the help from a young man, very, very, very helpful, that spent hours and hours setting this stuff up, and he's really, really good at what he does. He does this for a living, so I'm going to give you that information. You all heard me say how I'm struggling to find someone to help me put this together. Finally, I did, and I want to thank him so much. I will give you his information, probably by the end of the thing. Anyway, uh, like I said, today's topic is going to be November 2nd. First, I want to talk about the drags. Uh, the drags is over. It was held today at the Rose Hall Kanji airstrip, and I am hoping to get Mr. Chinaman Bob Sample on the live. Let's see what he got, if he's got anything for me going on over there at the Rose Hall Kanji airstrip to report on today's activities. I had been trying to get him to, bring you some live videos during the day, but he didn't tag me. But, that's what friends are for. I'll get even with him on November 2nd. Don't worry. So today's topic, as I said earlier on my Facebook post, we're just talking about the drags that's over. Uh, from next week, my full attention is going to be on the recent month of November. So November 2nd is the international circuit race. We're going to have competitors from Europe, USA, the Caribbean, and of course Guyana competing. I have just received information that two riders out of the UK will also be joining for the bike races. And if there are any more international participants, I will be bringing that to you. Of course, coming out of the USA is Team Cams. Like I said, this is their 25th year of supporting motor racing in Guyana. They're coming with their best equipped team so far and using this as a building block to go forward in the future years. So I will try to have Mr. Afraz Ali on here in a couple of minutes, see if he can give us an update on Team Cam's position going into November 2nd. And like I said, try and get Mr. Chinaman Bob Sample on the phone. Let me see how that works out. So November 2nd is the international circuit meet. November 9th is Podium 2025. That's the third annual Mainstay Motocross event uh, being held by Mr. Joel and Jem Pearson Fredericks. Uh, this is going to be their third event and the most consistent organizer of motocross racing in Guyana. So I want to say shout out to Joel and Jem Pearson Fredericks for the great job they're doing in growing the sport of motocross in Guyana. The most consistent organizer, like I said, over the past 3 years. Uh, the other event is going to be the next international drags of 2025. Like I said, rounding off the drags for GMR and SC. That's on November 30th. So those are the three events I will be bringing you, up to date information and all the details concerning those three events. Uh, as you know, I love to do my shout out list. So here we go. I want to say shout out to Mr. Dustin Heacock of Canada, who celebrated his birthday earlier this week. Dustin, I want to wish you a very happy and healthy birthday. Uh, want to say shout out to Mr. Joel and Jem Pearson Fredericks of the Mainstay Group. I want to wish you all the best on your November 9th uh, motocross event. Uh, I know it's going to be bigger and better than it was last year, and I have been supporting you through the years. I will continue to support this venture, and I will keep, advertising for you on my program. Now, here's a big shout out to Mr. Franklin, Mr. Frankie, FZ, and Sharon Budram of Trinidad and Tobago. Uh, just spoke to Franklin a little while back. There was a little setback in his plans for Guyana, but everything is still on stream. Uh, he is ready. Car is shipped, and hopefully it'll get there with enough time for him to get it prepped and ready for November 2nd. So shout out to Mr. Franklin, Frankie, and FZ Budram, and Miss Sharon Budram of Team Speedway, Trinidad and Tobago. I want to say shout out to Mr. Stephen Lovell. Uh, Mr. Lovell is out of Barbados, and we're working on something trying to get some, inter-Caribbean information sharing for next year. So keep your fingers crossed, Mr. Lovell. We'll have him on the show pretty soon now that I'm getting the ability to bring my guest on. Uh, like I said, November 2nd, the countdown is on. We have 3 weeks and 2 Sundays left. Sunday 19th, Sunday 26th. Those are going to be the last two lives before I get to Guyana. Of course, I will be bringing you the uh, live racing interviews, everything that I can put my hands on as long as I'm in Guyana. Now, I saved the best for last. Today's shout out list is going to end with a young lady by the name of Fadia Ramjan. I'm sorry, Fadia Ramjan, who on Facebook just posted she had the best day of her life, and it was in the ancient county of Berbice. She got on a bike and was able to do her first drag race, her first taste of racing, and she can't get over it. She is all excited and raring to go from here. So, Miss Fadia Ramjan, good luck and hope to see you on the track on the 30th of November at the South Dakota Circuit. Have a great day. Let me see if I can get Mr. Chinaman Bob Semple on the phone.
Can you hear me? Hey, what's up?
Uh, First off, I want to say congratulations on your anniversary today, and thank you for taking the time out to join us.
Oh, thanks.
I hope everything is going well. So, as you know, I am working to try and get, more and more uh, informative on my show. So today we're trying to get you on WhatsApp to give us uh, an insight as to what are the plans for Team Cam heading into November the 2nd. You don't have to be perfect. We all know this is a trial and error game. Just off the top of your head, how you feel going into the November 2nd after 25 years of racing, uh, supporting Team Cams and, all the good stuff. Some of the guys, if you want to, shout them out, whatever. So the floor is yours. Just tell us how you feel about November 2nd.
I think it's going to be an exciting race. This is, like you said, it's been 25 years for CAMS. And this is actually going to be a historic event for CAMS as well, because I believe this is probably going to be the biggest team that we're going to be taking there from inception, right? From the days you guys have started. So far, I think it's 22 names that I've seen participation from CAMS. 21 drivers, 22 cars. We have 4 out of that 22. That's on its way actually from New York for this November meet, right? We have Aubrey Mitchell, who's been a long-standing member of the team, hasn't raced there in probably a decade or more. Aubrey's sending a Group 3 car. It's a Honda S2000. And we have Joe Mohan, who probably also hasn't raced in a decade or so. A lot of people may have remembered Joe Mohan from his days back in Group 2, 2A. Joe is going to be sending a, what is it? It's a
MR2
Spider,
Spider, correct.
R2 Spider. So those 2 cars are going to be coming out from New York. They've taken it upon themselves to send that container. And we have 2 cars coming out of Miami, should be boarding tomorrow. And that's going to be thanks to GMRNSC for extending that invitation and assisting us along with Tropical Shipping. That's going to be a sponsored container coming out of Miami. And we have 2 Group 3 cars that's going to be coming out. Everyone knows Neil Pisad. He's been the one giving Sean a really good run in recent times. Neil is also looking to, participate in Group 3, right? We're trying to also revive Group 3. In the last few years, we've seen, it's died out a little bit, and we have people, some members trying to come back now and revive that team. So Neil is going to be piloting a Honda CRX turbocharge, and we have Aaron Betchun, who's also building a new Honda EG Civic for Group 3. Their cars should be loaded hopefully tomorrow if all goes well, and they're making their way down for this November meet. So yeah, lots of fun and excitement. Good things to look out for.
So you're saying that Neil is going to be driving in 2 groups, his Group 2 and his Group 3, his new car?
Correct. He's going to be driving 2 cars. Yes.
Oh, very good, very good. So Neil has put in his time and he's finally reaping, the benefits of putting in all those years. I want to say wish him all the best of luck. He's been there a very long time. Uh, like you said, he really did put in a really good show. He was within car lengths of these, faster and more expensive Hondas on the track. And we all know Neil is a budget guy. So for him to be able to be that close to them, I take my hats off to him. Kudos, Mr. Neil. We're looking forward to getting you in the Group 3 and the Group 2 car this time. Uh,
I
go ahead.
I also want to take the congratulations to the guys who are also running in the points, right? We do have a lot of CAMS members that are in strategic positions when it comes to the points championship. Starting off with Chris. Chris, I believe Chris is probably in third in Group Two. Yeah, third or maybe second or third in Group Two, and also has a good position in the Group Three standings. Sunil Knott also has some standings within both Group Two and Group Three. We have Suzuki, who may be in second in Group Four. I have some positions in the Starlet Group and Group Three as well. So altogether, Cams has been showing up, right?
So,
We're bringing
so
it.
let me put it into perspective. You're leading the group three, Mr. Afraz Ali, Mr. President, and you're leading in the Starlet group as well. So kudos to you. Leader by example. Don't be shy. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean leading is one thing, right? But winning the championship is another thing. So for me specifically, I'm bringing it. I'm giving it my all. Like I've told you before, I'm looking to win the individual races, which hopefully is gonna result in me winning the championship. But my sole focus is about the races themselves. I want to go and take the fight to these guys. Usually they have home court advantage, and that is going to be the same for this November meet. But we have some plans, I would say.
Thank you so much. So that there you got it. You just made my life easier. You did a very competent report on all the guys, the point standings, almost everything we need to know out of team camps. Let me just look at my notes, see if we're missing anybody.
Sorry, one last thing. Sylvester, his first outing, last race meet in the rookie class, and he's already second place, 1 point behind the championship leader. And we expect him, based on the performance and upgrades and things that he's got plans, we expect him to, give the championship leader a good tackle, and if not, come away with the championship himself.
Thank you so much. So basically, what you're saying is most of our guys have put out their best performance so far this year.
Yes,
Right.
and there's
So
more.
go ahead.
No, no, I was just gonna say there's more to come, right? We had some issues where Compton London, the driver is gonna be his son, Alex London. Uh, they have a very competitive car, but they received the car last November. I believe it was a Saturday qualifying day. Did not had enough time to, in the seat time and the little tweaks that needed to be done. That resulted in them suffering some issues on race day. Uh, Throughout this year, they've taken the time to get the required necessary parts, come again to put the car back together, and they're going to show up, and they're showing up in a big way for this November. So Group Three is going to be hot. I know, we have the likes of Stefan and Danny who went up to Group Four looking for the challenge. But I can tell them, the fight is going to be there in Group Three with both Alex London and Neil Passad coming with two very competent cars to bring the fight.
So all in all, it sounds like this is one of the most potent team Cams has ever put together, huh?
Within my time here as part of the club, yes. But I don't want to take away from what the guys have done in recent years. I can say there are a few people that's been there over the years and continuously doing well. It's just that this year specifically, collectively, we've got a lot of people in the championship runnings. But the guys who've been showing up has also been doing well respectively in previous years.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Afraz, for bringing us up to date. Uh, if I don't talk to you again or have you on the show, you've given us a very competent report on Team Camps. Of course, I will be featuring in our guys as we go along every day on my Facebook page. You can have them reach out to me if they want to send me any new personal information like Mr. Neil and his car. I've already gotten pictures of his new car. Mr. Aaron Betoon and his new car. I've gotten pictures of that also. And like I said, I'm working on a poster for every individual driver. If you can let them know, they need to send me those cars and pictures so I can get their posters organized. I want to thank you so much for your time, especially on this Very important day for you, celebrating your anniversary. And thank you for taking the time out to spend it with us on the show.
Sure.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
rest of the day. Okay, we'll
You
talk. Okay, guys, so that was Mr. Afraz Ali, president and leader of Team CAMS. He's been doing a really, really great job over the years, and he's leading by example, as I said. He's leading the Group 3 on 101 points, and he's second. He's leading the Starlet Group on, I think, let me see what he's got. Starlet Group on 83 points. His competitor in second position is Mr. Steven Nobriga on 50 points. And like I said, it's a slightly slimmer margin than the Group 3, but he's put in his best foot forward. And we can look forward to one of the best performance coming out of Team Cams this year. Uh, it's their 25th year of going to Ghana to support motor racing, and they have come a very long way. I'm very proud to be associated with the club from the birth of the club. Uh, I've watched it grown over the years. Very, very, very proud to say, this started with like 4 or 5 drivers 25 years ago, and this is our position 2025, going to Guyana with a very winning team. I wanted to say thank you to all the guys who supported us over the years, and I look forward to having a great time in Guyana. Okay, seems like I have Mr. Stephen Lovell out of Barbados waiting. We'll try and see if we can get him on the line.
It's your comments.
Okay,
Chat.
but he said waiting.
To stream, to stop.
So, can we call him?
If you want to.
Yeah, go ahead. On the WhatsApp. Mrs.
Hello. Hi. I'm okay. How are you? Yeah. Okay. Uh,
You
Great.
want to tell us, eh, anything you want to help me with today?
Well, what I would like to discuss, racing at South Dakota.
Yes.
What I have seen is a bigger circuit, right?
Yes.
But with that in my view took away some of the excitement for me as a spectator, right?
Okay.
But I don't think all is lost, right? I believe that if they make some relevant changes, they can bring back that excitement. I don't know how you saw it from last November, but after the first lap, the cars was spaced out so much that I could not see the competition. Right,
Okay.
the competitive nature that you expect to see in circuit racing was lost. Over the years on the short track, I think we look at groups based on modifications. What they were allowed to run and what they were not allowed to run. I believe that if we look at bracket racing, where the cars are more closer in terms of times, I think that can bring back some of the excitement, right?
Okay.
Because with the larger track, a lot you can't see all the racing. Before you can position yourself that you can see, let's say, a 75% of the circuit. No, it is not possible. But for me, when I don't have a problem with the larger thing because improvement, you have to move forward in some way or the other, right?
Okay.
But I think that the bracket racing now would bring back some of that excitement. In other words, when they see the car, you want to see somebody passing somebody or trying to pass somebody. What are your feelings about that?
Here's exactly how I feel. But I also think the number of competitors in the races were undersubscribed, which have which might have led to that scenario. Because if you got 4 to 6 cars only in one group, and like you said, after the first lap, everybody is strung out. There's no excitement. So I think they have also noticed that, and they're making plans to include more cars. I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, I rather suspect for the GT3 challenge, which is the new group that they're introducing, they may run it with the group 4 cars. So if they combine, 6 and 6 cars, then they'll have 12 cars, in the same race, 2 different groups, and
Yeah,
hopefully.
but if you just build the grid and you're putting two groups together, that does not solve the problem
Oh, you're right.
because
You're right.
because in all the groups last year, I saw the same thing. So therefore, you would just have more cars spaced out. You see, and the
Yes.
next thing to motorsport is becoming money sport. In other words, people are just buying fast cars. But when you buy a fast car and it's so much faster, if you have four fast cars, and again, you build the excitement because somebody has a new car, somebody bring what they would consider exotic car. So you
Yes.
build the excitement. But when they turn up now, I can't see the excitement on the circuit race day.
Yes. Yes.
But what I can tell you, I like about Ghana is the whole atmosphere. There's a carnival atmosphere, right?
Yes.
With the
Y-
food, with the area, with the entertainment area, with the food tents and things like that, right? And
Correct.
and that is what I like because think about it. We kill Bushy Park. Bushy Park to me is ideal because you can sit down and you can see the whole circuit. But we kill Bushy Park because okay, you can't bring in your own cooler, you can't bring in your own stuff, and people turn away from Bushy Park, and they would not. I mean that the turn away one time, even when they changed, they did not come back. So you
Yes.
see that the
Yes.
fear for me of
Yes.
Ghana. People
So
turning up. I don't see exciting racing. You don't want
yes.
those spectators to turn away.
So we are working to get back to the level we were. So motorsports in Ghana was the second biggest thing after cricket. But over the years, that has faded a little, and I think the club is back on a path of trying to rebuild that sport to be the number 2 sport. I don't know. I don't ever think we'll be number 1 against cricket, but hopefully they're
But why
working.
not? Why not?
we have to face reality, Mr. Stephen Lovell. Half of the
No,
people
no,
in the
nobody don't
Caribbean
know me.
is
Nobody
is
know me,
cricketers.
Stephen. Everybody know me as BHP. But let me
Okay,
let me
Mr.
tell you let me tell you
BHP.
the problem. Let me tell you the problem with motorsport in the Caribbean. I've covered motorsport, Guyana, Trinidad, Jamaica, where else there? And I used to go to Jamaica sometimes twice a year, Trinidad, and I've been covering motorsport for 30 something years, right? The problem with motorsport in Caribbean starts with the clubs. I have no problem with somebody being elected to run a club. That is the club decision. The problem comes is that you have one set of people who can really implement the rules and break them down and tell you, okay, this is a good rule, this is what we should do. But in most cases, they have no marketing person on board. I have seen so many bad decisions made in terms of promotion and dealing with motorsports, right? And
Yes.
and I can tell you something. Look what you're doing for the sport, right?
Yes.
Has anybody from the club reach out to you to tell you, okay, work with us. This is what we're going to do for you? Has
Not
it
yet.
happened? So you understand where to fall down,
Yes, yes,
right?
yes, yes,
When you and what are you a member of the club?
yes, of course.
You're a paid up member, right?
Yes,
If you were not a paid up member, would you have to pay to come in South Dakota where it's there?
correct.
You understand where I'm coming from?
Yes, yes, yes,
And I'm not saying this to be critical. I'm saying this to open the eyes of people who make decisions,
yes.
right? Because I know what I put into motorsport, and I know what I've suffered because of motorsport in terms of treatment, right? I
Yes.
can give you an example. To cover Rally Jamaica, all they had to do was get into Jamaica. Rally Jamaica is 2 days. Early in the morning, about 5:30 before the sun breaks, a bus will be there for us. That's the media bus. Within that bus, we had water, ice, and a few things. Of course, we would go and buy our other things, right? But there was
Correct.
some sort of provision for us. That's the Saturday. The Sunday, that bus will come back. The Sunday, I can tell you that you don't need to buy anything. You don't need to leave with money. You know a spot where they can take you. You can get something to eat, something to drink. No, I'm not asking clubs to do that, but I'm asking clubs to facilitate the media, people who travel to cover their events. Right?
Yes.
Last year, I went to Guyana. It was a last minute thing. The decision to come to Guyana was decided less than 3 days before we flew out. Right?
Yes.
I had made arrangement for transportation. My arrangement fell through. I was scrambling. Right? So you understand what I'm saying?
Totally,
And,
totally,
and even even
totally.
if even if you don't provide even if you don't provide anything for the media people, if you know somebody has covered and promoted your event years, at least somebody could touch base with them to find out, okay, are you okay? You understand?
So thank you. That's
And,
that's one of the things I'm working on, and I'm very glad that you came aboard. And like I said, whatever arrangements we need to put in place, open up the eyes of the club as to what we're doing. That's one of the reasons I asked you to come on board. So I will be, in contact with you. Let me know what your plans are if you're coming to Guyana. I will alert the Motor
I don't
Racing
think I
Club.
can make it though. I looked at it. I don't think I can make it. I have a medical appointment that I think is way too close.
Okay,
And if I
okay.
travel or anything and I can't make it, then they're going to put me back. They're going.
That's
I don't know how far they're going to put
No,
me
I
back. Right.
understand. I
So that's my
understand.
challenge.
So
Right.
stay in touch.
But but okay. But I hope that the clubs going forward, all the clubs in the Caribbean that are hosting, because we have an international coming up here. I think November, December. I hope all the clubs in the Caribbean start to take a completely different view of hosting events, especially international events, and realize that the people who cover motorsports can move, in some cases, hundreds or thousands of people following the event. And not only it makes a contribution financially to the clubs, but it makes a contribution to the economy, Last year
Yes.
when they got aboard that plane was full. There was not available seat on that plane. And
Yes.
that plane was full of people who went down there to South Dakota. They went
Yes.
to South Dakota despite the fact that no Bajan was competing.
Correct. Correct.
Right. And the governments too. I don't know what arrangement the government, but if something is adding to your economy, I think, and I'm talking about Ghana, I'm talking about regionally. I think
Correct. Correct.
some it should be placed at some level of importance. And
Yes.
even if the government don't make a contribution in terms of money, they should make a contribution in terms of somewhere to help the clubs.
So
Right?
in
Clubs need to
in that
clubs,
area, I'd like to think that we're getting, pretty good support from the government, which is one of the reasons why you've seen the growth, like, the bigger track and the new surface on the track, all of that was, thanks to the government. So they're working in
when
Ghana in that position.
CTO does releases, CTO does releases on events through the Caribbean.
Yes.
I have not seen an international event on CTO calendar or promotion as yet. And you see that is why I said the government, because those promotion goes outside of the Caribbean. I mean, motorsport is a big thing internationally, right? And
Yes.
you have okay, Rally Barbados. Rally Barbados put so many people from out of Europe. When Rally Barbados is stayed, you cannot get a herd car in Barbados. All the herd cars are gone,
Yes.
right? You got people come from all over the world to watch Rally Barbados, right? It can happen in other territories also. But that's why I say you have people in the club that can do certain things, but you need marketing people on board also, right? You see, I'll tell you something, right? I over the years I have not been pulling my punches when it comes to motorsport. I've been very critical, but I've been critical and I've tried to be critical in a constructive manner. I have no intention of just saying something is wrong or something is not good enough. Where I can, I want to make suggestions to improve it. And if I draw something to the attention of anybody in motorsport and I don't have an idea how to improve it, if it's a valid suggestion, I think that somebody within the organization should look at it and say, okay, let me see what we can do to improve our standing one way or the next. Right? Because
Yes.
we need to continue place emphasis on building motorsport. Not just sit down and let it drift along. Right? We need to continue to build it. Building motorsport and getting more exposure means more sponsorship or easier sponsorship for your competitors because there's a strange thing about motorsport. You pay to compete. You build a car, thousands of dollars, and you pay to compete. The more exposure the sport is given, it makes it easier for the competitors to go there and get sponsorship. It makes it easier for the clubs to get sponsorship. It makes it easier for the governments to support the clubs because they can see they're making a contribution in terms of foreign exchange, in terms of filling hotels and hired cars and things like that.
Correct.
So
Correct.
we definitely need to take a holistic approach to motorsport. It is called motorsport, but at the end of the day, we should also see it as a business.
Okay, Mr. Lovell, I want to thank you so much for your contribution. I have another caller on the line. Like I said, I'll be keeping contact with you. And if you
Sure.
don't make it to Guyana, we'll keep you posted on what's happening. Okay.
Okay, great.
All right. Stay in touch.
Okay. Right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Chinaman. Good. Okay. Let me get you on the show. This is my phone. I'll call you now. Okay. Okay.
Hi, good day, good day.
Yes, Mr. Chinaman.
How are
Looking
you doing? How are
sharp.
you doing?
Looking sharp there,
Waiting
boy.
to see you
Uh,
so clear, but we're still here, and you had a great tour outside the Barbies track today, the first event in Guyana, and in Barbies actually. And people are still on the ground right now as race is over. Just have a few of us here. The trucks are packed, but what a great day. This is actually the VIP here.
Yes.
I could probably give you a walkthrough. Look at the guy here, Tyraz.
Mr.
Who's up?
Sharraz Roshan did?
Tyraz Roshan there. Why not that is?
I did.
Right? Yeah, for the live. Okay,
Hello?
okay.
You
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 got
finally
workers in here, I don't know why.
you finally make the
You
live,
get this
okay?
stuff done, that's good.
Okay. So you see, I'm making the
I'm gonna give you a
improvements I
walk around of
promised.
the I'm gonna give you a walk around the venue to
Do
show
that.
you
Sure.
where today was.
Sure.
Wanna go up? I'm going to come on in. Sorry, back. Yeah, bro. Just cut there. These are some of the cars right there.
Okay.
And got this one here. This is Balaram. Did a great run today.
Which was one of your fastest cars? The MR2?
This is Chungy. Barbie, everybody's
to
backing
rotate
up and
this
then
phone.
getting ready to
Uh-huh.
do this. Is Chung's car.
Can you rotate your phone?
No, he wants to show this.
I can barely hear you.
Oh, don't worry.
That's all right. That's all right. Keep going.
Yeah. Don't you know this guy? It's one of the racing from today.
What's up, bro?
Can you hear you? Yeah, I can hear you. One of- Huh? Hey, man.
Tell us
Good
what
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. What car were you driving today?
A 91 Sprinter, 4AG turbo.
Oh, nice.
Very
Nice.
fast.
Okay. How did the car do today?
Well, the car is a 1600cc, but it was turbo. They classify me as 2500cc, and the pressure with today.
Okay.
So we had to run with the big cars, the GZ and whatever.
But how did the car perform for you?
No, the car work excellent. The car complain.
Oh,
But-
very good. Very good.
Traction is a big one up here.
You had a good time though?
I had a good time. Win like about 4 races and I end up with a big car and it eliminate me.
Oh.
The pressure we today, the pressure them spark yeah today, buddy.
Okay, China man.
They come the video. Okay, yeah, so you live in the States. The team comes. Hi, yeah. Yeah. So I give you a view of this guy's race car.
Yes. Nice.
Well kept, well clean and nice. This is my new car that I was running today.
Uh-huh.
It ran against some 12-second and some 11-second cars.
Nice.
We took some licks and we probably went one alone. One alone, I think we won.
Okay.
But I gotta do some more work on the car.
Nice. Nice.
Then,
What car is that, China man?
We got this one here, the MR2 ran 3 races, it won 2 races, and it lose the third one.
Okay.
So we did great. This is Raj Pandey,
Yes.
turbocharged with nitros.
Nice. Nice.
Nitro. Guy, put some serious power.
Nice. So
Power to the hour.
tell these guys I'm looking
Then we
forward
got
to seeing them at the international.
Ramiz. I think he blew this engine today. But he won the race. The race that he blew the engine on, he won.
Nice.
And this car here turned out to be the fastest car, I think, on the track today. This is Ramiz also. Is a Tesla.
Yes.
This car gave a car five car lengths hatch today
Yeah.
and still came back and passed it on the track. So you could check the you pay my right page and you would see the race. I know you're a
Nice.
bike man.
Yeah.
You like bikes, so we had
Correct.
some 1,000 and some 600. So the guy from the Tata Singh, the police guy,
Yes.
was running a 600 that beat up the 1,000 them.
No way.
Yeah, so it's all about skill,
Yes.
not
Yes.
speed.
Yes.
That's about it great today too.
Who's that? Who was that?
I think this is Miracle Opticals.
Okay. 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 All right. So we'll keep in touch.
Sometimes.
Everybody was asking about the races up there, so this was very good for me to be able to bring,
The
some
race was
live.
great today, man. Great day. We had a
Nice.
great turnout. This track is great. I think it's a good option to come back again if anybody's thinking, all who miss it, could come again.
Nice.
This is one of
Nice.
the fastest Toyota Premio in Guyana.
Wow. Nice.
Fastest Toyota Premio in Guyana. It's Ganesh.
Nice. And that car is from
Then
East
we got
Coast or
Len here.
Berbice?
Yeah, he's from the west side.
Oh,
We
West
come,
Side.
all of us come all the way from Georgetown. This is Lenny. Lenny, the great guy. Nick. Yeah.
You're finally on the live, boy.
Let me walk through, show you some of the cars before you go.
Yeah. I want to see the bikes.
Yeah, we got this bike here. A lot of bikes came out today and run. Mostly
Nice.
the 1,000, but the 600 was putting some licks in them. I don't know.
Nice. Nice.
The Honda.
Okay.
These are some of the cars here.
Nice. Very nice.
That's about it great today, though, 2020. And actually, the race today, the race today, at the club never permit me to drive from since I think it was last year. They banned me for some reason because of the biasness that what happened. Then race today? No. Oh, something out. Can't find here. All right, Bung didn't get to race today. This is one of Guyana's great driver. Yeah,
Nice.
good. Come in there. This is one of the great drivers that represents us in Suriname. But I think he wasn't given permission to race today yet. This is Passat.
Sean?
Sean Passat's car. This is Blitzer Rocha did. This guy
Saif
did
who
great
did?
today too.
Nice.
Car did really
Nice.
great today.
Did his uncle beat him or he beat Shiraz?
This is the son. The son, man. It's Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Nick
Saif
from the
who
US.
did. What's up, boy?
Yeah. Nick from the US. Used to racing Guyana. Yeah. So all these guys did great. Spark next year. But this is a kind of goes to sort of I'm a Trinidad to represent us and does always does a great job in Trinidad.
Nice.
Very optical. This guy did great today too. EG Passat, these are cars from Borbies.
Were there more cars from
This
Borbies?
includes that. Anyway,
Were there more cars from
Yes,
Borbies?
than Georgetown.
Yeah.
No, I think most of the cars came from Georgetown.
Okay.
Majority of them. The 2ZZ Kilo Wagon.
Yeah.
This is Time of Boss.
Nice.
This is a Caldino wagon with the 3S turbo.
That's Sean Passat's car too?
So Sean got a black Caldino wagon.
Okay.
This RX-7 did great today from Borbies. Yeah, I
He's
think he
running
won all
a
his races
rotary or a
for Borbies.
2JZ?
Rotary, original Rotary, brand new. Let it came in the country.
Nice,
Extra
nice.
easy out to say.
Okay.
So we got some of the tow trucks coming in to pick up the cars.
All right. Good, 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 good show.
This Alteza did great. This Alteza did a great job today. Yeah,
Nice.
champ. Yeah, buddy. Really did a great job.
Nice.
It was a
Okay,
fun packed
Chinaman.
day. Nobody can complain.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I sent you a request there. A young lady
Okay, good.
that drag race a bike. She's looking to see if anybody has the video. Can you look into it for me?
The girl that raced with the bike.
Yes.
I think her race is on my page.
I told her that. I told her that.
But you know, mostly I just do what it does. I upload the races directly to the Pimp My Ride car group. So I
Okay.
don't really store it to the phone because it's so much race.
Yes,
Your
yes.
phone is end up running out of storage. So
Okay.
I just record them directly from the page.
Okay.
But most of the races, I got that bike race, but
Okay.
it's on the page directly also.
Yeah, I know. I know. I might have
If
seen
some of
it
the videos,
early
some
on.
of the videos must be still loaded. So
Okay.
the races are live. Like as soon as the race ran off,
Yeah.
the video was created.
No
Now take
problem.
your time on the road, right? Good.
Okay,
They're
brother.
admonishing the guys that move going on with the Dodge. So
No problem. Thanks for your help. And keep in touch. I'll tell you about the engine and what's going on. Okay.
yeah, bro, definitely, definitely.
And
I'm looking
thanks.
forward to see you at when you come in international circuit race or international drag race, November.
No, November 2nd. I'll be there for the circuit race.
Oh, great, 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 great. Well, we'll see you there soon then.
Same here. All right.
All right, bro. Thanks for checking in.
I'll call you tomorrow and tell you about the engine. Okay.
Good, bro. Safe.
Take care.
Enjoy evening.
You too. And safe ride home, yeah?
Good, bro.
Okay, guys. So there you have it live, direct from Rose Hall, Kanji, Berbice. Mr. Chinaman giving us a full report on the day's proceeding. Apparently, it was very successful. What first of its kind in the ancient county of Berbice. Like I said, this has been a major step in bringing the news to you. You see, now I have the ability to talk to the guys live at the track, bring them on the show, and bring it to you. Going forward, uh, there's so much more I'm gonna be working on to keep you guys updated. Thank you for your time today. It won't be this long the next time. And thank you to all the guys I couldn't acknowledge on the live. I did see your comments and everything. I'm gonna go through it and reply as I have the time during the week. We'll be posting my daily Facebook stuff on the riders coming out of team camps, so you can look forward to that. Thank you guys for your time. Have a great evening.